Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're starting off with a dramatic story of survival and rescue. U.S. Special Forces have successfully extracted an American airman from behind enemy lines in Iran, after his F-15 fighter jet was downed by Iranian air defenses. This daring operation has resolved a potential crisis for President Donald Trump, who is weighing options to escalate the ongoing war with Iran. According to reports, the rescued airman was a weapons systems officer on the downed F-15 and was injured during the ordeal. The U.S. military conducted a high-stakes search and rescue mission involving dozens of aircraft to retrieve the airman from the treacherous mountains of Iran. The operation encountered fierce resistance from Iranian forces, with several aircraft being destroyed or damaged during the rescue. This incident highlights the intensity of the conflict between the U.S. and Iran, which has been ongoing for 6 weeks. The war has resulted in significant losses on both sides, with thousands killed and many more injured. The global economy is also feeling the impact, with soaring energy prices fueling fears of inflation. It's worth noting that the Iranian military has demonstrated its capability to hit U.S. aircraft, despite President Trump's claims of overwhelming air dominance. The U.S. has reported 13 military service members killed and over 300 wounded in the conflict, while no U.S. troops have been taken prisoner by Iran. As the situation continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on developments. We'll provide you with balanced and unbiased coverage, exploring different perspectives and analyzing the implications of this ongoing conflict. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're continuing our exploration of the ongoing Middle East conflict and its far-reaching impact on communities around the world. Today, we're focusing on how the war is affecting religious observances, particularly Easter celebrations. As we've been following the developments in the region, it's become clear that the conflict has led to increased security measures, which in turn have limited access to sacred sites for worshippers. In Jerusalem's Old City, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a site revered by Christians, has been at the center of these restrictions. Cardinal Pierbattista Pizzaballa, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, recently expressed his concerns about the situation, stating that too many stones remain sealed around us, and that many tombs have been dug again by hatred, violence, and retaliation. His words reflect the sentiments of many Christians who feel that their freedom to worship is being curtailed. The Israeli government has imposed these restrictions as a precautionary measure to prevent potential attacks during the Easter celebrations. However, this has resulted in a significantly reduced number of worshippers being allowed to attend services at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Palestinian Christians, who predominantly belong to the Orthodox faith and celebrate Easter on April 12, have also been affected by these restrictions. Many have expressed their disappointment and frustration at being unable to participate in traditional Easter festivities. It's essential to acknowledge that the Israeli government has a responsibility to ensure public safety, but it's equally important to recognize the significance of religious freedom and the need to find a balance between security concerns and the rights of worshippers. As we continue to monitor the situation, it's clear that the conflict in the Middle East is having far-reaching consequences for communities beyond the immediate region. The restrictions on Easter celebrations serve as a poignant reminder of the human cost of war and the importance of finding peaceful solutions to conflicts. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're wrapping up today's show with a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Reports have emerged that Ukrainian forces have launched a series of drone strikes against Russian energy infrastructure, targeting oil refineries and facilities in central and southern Russia. According to sources, multiple drones were downed by Russian air defenses, but not before some managed to cause damage to key installations, including the Lukoil-owned Kostovo refinery in the Nizhny Novgorod region. The attacks have resulted in power outages and disruptions to local communities. Ukrainian officials have framed these strikes as a response to Russia's ongoing invasion and occupation of Ukrainian territory, with President Zelensky emphasizing the need to target Russia's energy sector to cripple its ability to fund its military operations. Russia, on the other hand, has condemned the attacks as acts of terrorism, vowing to take retaliatory measures against Ukraine. The situation remains volatile, with both sides trading accusations and engaging in a war of words. It's essential to note that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia is complex, with multiple factors at play. As we strive to provide balanced coverage, it's crucial to acknowledge the human cost of this conflict, which has resulted in thousands of civilian casualties and displaced persons. As the situation continues to unfold, we'll keep a close eye on developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's clear that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia shows no signs of abating, with both sides dug in and determined to achieve their objectives. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.